All right. Okay, so we are starting, as always, on our backs this morning. Whatever comfortable, relaxing position you can find that encourages your body to start to settle. Remembering knees can be bent or straight. Placing your arms and hands, excuse me, wherever they feel most comfortable. And knowing that we're coming into stillness, but if you need to move a bit just to find that little extra encouragement of relaxation is always welcome. So I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable. Start to let the body settle back. Relax the shoulders, the pelvis. Soften your face. Let's take a big breath here. Inhale, find a deep inhale. And just exhale completely, soften. And if you'd like to do that a couple more times, go ahead. Breathing in, exhaling, releasing. Just softening in, starting to draw your awareness inward, away from the external world. Coming into your internal experience in this moment. Just check in with your energy this morning. Just observe. And we'll just start to connect to the breath this morning. So just asking yourself the question, where do I feel my breath in this moment? Remembering there's really no right or wrong answer here. We're just simply observing, noticing. As you inhale, just follow the journey of that breath and just see where it goes. Noticing what movement you might sense as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out. And we'll just start to settle in into a smooth, even breath today. And if it's comfortable, just elongating that inhale a little bit. And just taking the exhale a little longer as well. Working out any rough edges of the breath that's catching anywhere. Noticing any areas of tension in the body and working to just relax those places to help keep the breath smooth. And just find yourself settling into a nice breath pattern here that feels good and nurturing. You're always welcome to count your breath if that feels comfortable. Or just allow your intuition to guide the breath, knowing you can trust your body to tell you exactly what feels good and right for you. Just a couple more rounds here. And then I'm going to ask that if your knees are not already bent, please bend the knees and bring your feet so that they're underneath your knees, about hip width distance. We're going to keep the arms long at our sides with the palms down. Keep our gaze up at the ceiling. We're just going to start moving with our breath in some simple breathing bridge, not worrying about how super high we go. But on your next inhalation, just start to begin to peel the hips up off the ground. Again, not worrying about how high you go. And then as you exhale, rolling the spine back down, one vertebra at a time, until the pelvis meets the floor. Inhaling to just lift. And exhale, taking the pelvis back to the earth. Inhale, rise. Exhale to lower. And then as we continue to move here, we will include the arms, start bringing the arms into it. So on the inhale, as you rise, let the arms sweep up and over the head. And as you exhale, bringing the arms down all the way to the ground. The bottom of the breath, the arms reach the floor. So inhale, arms sweep, hips lift. Exhale, everything comes back down to the starting point. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. A couple more times here. Just beginning to coordinate this movement of the body with the movement of the breath. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, go ahead and lower. Good. Bring your knees in to just give yourself a little hug and a rock here. And then finding your way, taking your time, however you want to get there, to come up and find a seat. We're going to make a comfortable seat here, however that looks for you, whether your legs are crossed, they can be loose, out. Just find a place where you can sit up nice and tall. And I'm just going to encourage you for the first few moments to just move organically, maybe making circles with your heart or rocking from sit bone to sit bone. Excuse me. Whatever feels natural. Eventually, we'll go ahead and we'll find that still point at center. Again, sitting up tall, relaxing the shoulders down. We'll just again continue with movement coordinated with the breath. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, let the palms touch. And as you exhale, just draw the hands down into heart center. Continuing, inhale, arms sweep up to touch the palms above the head. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up, big sweeping up, reaching. And exhale, drawing the hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach it up. This time we're going to take the right hand to the ground and side bend, and we're going to move with breath. Continuing. Inhale, rise to center, touch the palm. Exhale, left hand down, side bend left. Continue with your breath here. Inhale. Exhale. If your breath pattern doesn't match mine, that's fine. We're just moving with your pace of your breath here. Finding some dynamic movement in our side bending this morning, opening up the side of the ribs, the side of the waist as we bend over. Letting the inhale rise us up, exhale side. Inhale, exhale out. We'll do one more on each side, inhaling up, exhaling over. Inhale, exhale out. Beautiful. Inhale, come to center. As you exhale, bring the hands to cactus arms so that the top of the arms are level. And we're going to bring the forearms forward so that the whole arm is parallel to the floor. Take a check-in with the shoulders. I know mine are kind of hunched up a little, and just relax the shoulders down. So we've been moving with a little bit of energy this morning. We're trying to get the energy picked up a little bit. This has been helpful for me this past week with everything that's been going on. So we're going to start to move energy with breath and movement here. We're going to inhale center. As you exhale, we're rotating the arms and we're going to not really move the lower part of the body, just really kind of moving the shoulders out to the side. And when we exhale, we're going to just try to gently pull the belly in. A little bit of a forceful exhale. So it's inhale to center, exhale to the other side. So just take it slow at first. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And maybe you can start to speed it up a little bit. Just finding this rotation, forceful exhale. Drawing the belly in a little bit on each exhale. Just a few more here. Come to center. Drop the hands, relax the shoulders, maybe close the eyes. Breathe in, nice big breath. Exhale, let it go. And just take a moment to notice the energy that may have been stirred up a little bit. It's just a pranayama practice, Kapalabhati breath, or just it gets that energy up. Moving a little bit, taking that moment to notice here how that feels in your body. And then let's go ahead and switch it on over. We're going to come into table with tucked toes today, keeping the toes tucked. And we're just going to sway the hips side to side. And we're going to take the hands out, a full handprint in front of us. Just a variation of a little different on cat-cow this morning. We'll take a breath in here at center, and as you exhale, we'll tuck the chin into the chest. We're really kind of focusing that rounding into the upper back. As we inhale, we're going to sink the hips back towards puppy pose, but we're going to lift the gaze up a little bit. So we're arching a little bit into the back. So inhaling here and then exhaling, coming forward, shoulders coming towards the wrists, doming into the upper back. Inhale, puppy with the gaze lifted. Exhale, rounding, coming forward. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale. Inhale, lift, let the hips drop toward the heels. Exhale. Again, continuing this coordinated movement with your breath. Movement's getting a little bit bigger here. We'll come forward on the exhale. We'll take that inhale to come back into puppy. And this time as we exhale, start to float the knees up and come into a very loose downward facing dog. Keep the knees generously bent here as you press the top of the mat out of the way and send those hips up and back. Start to drop one heel and the other, and we're just going to begin to lengthen out the back body here. So perhaps you might notice the lengthening in the back of each leg as you drop the heel towards the ground. Keep pressing the top of the mat away and lengthening through the spine. And then settle into down dog for a few breaths, keeping the knees soft here. And just notice what you feel in the back of your body, along the back of the arms, the back, around the back of the hips, down through the legs. Take a breath in, lift up onto the tiptoes, exhale, drop the heels. Come into table and take a couple regular cat-cows. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Draw that belly up and in. Inhale. And exhale, maybe one more here. Inhale. And exhale. Find that neutral spine. We're going to draw the left foot forward, keeping those back toes tucked, and we're just going to go ahead and step up to the top of the mat. Stay in a forward fold here, keeping the feet about hip width distance. Knees can be soft here as you drip forward, letting the head dangle off the end of the spine. Relax the arms, let them hang. And you can just stay in a still position, just hanging, or maybe grab opposite elbows, maybe sway. Again, just tuning into your own inner experience and what might feel best for you this morning as we get into this practice. So everyone will go ahead and find our center. If your hands are connected to the elbows, we'll let them drip down. We'll inhale up, halfway. And as we exhale, we're just going to soften and take a deeper fold, but don't be too aggressive here, just a little bit deeper. Drop the hips, bend the knees. Let's come to standing. Press into the feet. Inhale. Let's rise on up. Connect the palms. Exhale, draw the hands to your heart. If it's comfortable, you can close your eyes here. Just take a moment to take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale, release it out. Float the eyes open if they were closed, and then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Connect the palms. Exhale, we're drawing the hands through our heart center. We're bending into the knees, finding a chair. We're going to tap the elbows onto the top of the knees here. So if you notice, my spine is a little bit rounded. What we're going to do is I'd like you to imagine your heart is like a flashlight, and the flashlight is pointing at the floor right now. We're going to lift the flashlight of our heart so it's shining out off the top of the mat. And notice how my spine now returns to a more natural alignment with that little bit of a lumbar curve. So we went from rounded to here. If the elbows don't reach the knees, that's okay, let them hover. Take a breath in here, and exhale, just dump it forward and take a fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, and inhale, float it on up. One more time. We're going to exhale, hands through heart center, bend the knees. You can let the hands tap. Think about shining that flashlight forward. Knees or the elbows can be on the knees or floating above for a moment. We're going to move into a twist today in this chair. So keeping that alignment of the spine, float the elbows, take a breath in, and as you exhale, we're rotating to the left. But what I want you to notice here is as you rotate, we're allowing the pelvis to rotate along with the spine. My right knee is going to glide forward. That is okay. You're going to bring the right elbow to your knee, palms together. What we're doing here is we're allowing for the rotation of the pelvis, which will prevent the torque in our SI joint. And the knee is naturally going to glide forward. Oftentimes in this, you'll hear the cue, keep your knees the same. No, we want to go ahead and let the knee follow naturally. On your next inhale, if you'd like, flower your arms open, left arm up, right arm down. Take an exhale. Inhale, come back to center, hands to the heart. Exhale, twist out the other way. Let the pelvis rotate with the twist. That left knee will glide a little bit ahead of your right knee. Bring your palms together, turning the heart and gaze out to the right. Inhale, float the arms open if you'd like to take that option. Exhale. Inhale, come to center, and exhale, fold it and dump it over. Bend the knees enough that you can get the hands on the floor. Step your left foot back. Drop your back heel. Inhale. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, right arm up and open. Twist it out. Take the hand back as far as you'd like. Exhale, bring the hand back to the mat. Lift the back knee and begin to dome over. We're going to keep this front knee slightly bent. Let the head hang here. Bend back into your right knee, place your hands down, step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, finding your plank and drop your knees, untuck the toes, lower to the belly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale back, child's pose. Inhale, glide through table. Bring the right foot forward, tuck the back toes of the left knee. Inhale, step it up. Feet hip width distance, exhale, fold. Drop the hips, bend the knees. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, right into our chair again, thinking about keeping that flashlight shining forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Let the left elbow find the right knee. Inhale, flower open. Exhale to stay. Inhale, come through center, hands to heart. Exhale, twist out to the left. Inhale, flower open. Exhale, we stay. Inhale, we come back to center. Exhale, dump it over. Hands plant, knees bend, right foot steps back, drop the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, let your hips sink. Right hand remains on the floor, left hand, flower open. Inhale, twist. Exhale, bring it back, hands on the ground, lift the back knee and start to dome over. Notice my knee has a slight bend in it. I'm not worried about how straight my leg comes. I'm just looking to see if I can find some sensation in the back of my left leg. Let your head dangle. Coming forward enough to plant my hands, we're going to step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward. We're going to take that flow again. Exhale, drop your knees, take it all the way to the ground. Inhale, lift for finding your cobra. Exhale, we're going to take it back into child's pose. Take 2 full cleansing rounds of breath here. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring yourself forward into table. Finding tabletop here. Your next inhalation, we're taking the left foot and we're drawing it back behind us nice and straight. Exhale, we drop the toes. Turning the right foot out off the side of the mat, we're going to walk our hands to the left, coming to face the side of the mat. Left leg extended out. Your foot is parallel with the short edge of your mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, looking down at the floor. On the inhale, peel that left arm up and open, turning the heart and the gaze to the left. As you exhale, draw your forearm or your whole arm forward, palm down, so that the left bicep is by your ear. Reach here, inhale. As you exhale, turn the heart and find the floor with both hands. Cinch in the waist a bit, draw the belly towards your spine, and we're going to inhale, bring the arms forward, rising up. Interlace your fingers, reach your pointer index fingers up to the sky. Soften the shoulders a bit away from your ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, we're side bending out to the right. Come to a comfortable place and we're just going to pulse here, back and forth. Don't worry about how far you're going. We're just engaging a little bit, strengthening our side body today. Take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, allow the hands to come apart and drop the right hand down to the floor. Reach the left arm up and over. Press into the baby toe edge of your left foot to lengthen out that whole line of the left side body. And then listen here. Stay here. This might feel really good. I'm going to give you the option today, if you'd like, taking the right leg, bringing it back and staggering your feet, stacking the right foot behind your left, coming into side plank here. If your knee stays down, that's fine. Just keep reaching, breathe. One more breath in. Everybody, no matter where you are, will meet facing the mat, both knees down, back into table. Take your right foot and draw it forward, finding it between your hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Make sure your back toes are tucked. Keeping the length in the spine, breathe in and exhale, lean forward approximately 45 degrees. Hands can stay at your heart, or you can help yourself today by placing the hands on top of your knee. Either where your hands are, we're going to take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to lift that back knee and lift up into a lunge. We're still at the angle here. On your next breath in, we're going to inhale, rise the torso, arms reach up. Exhale, we're going to drop the back heel, open up to warrior two with the palms facing up. Settle in here, relax your shoulders. We're going to bend the elbows and bring the hands to touch the shoulders, just the fingertips nice and loose here. As you breathe in next, we're leaning backwards, right arm reaches up and back. Exhale, the hand comes down, tapping that right elbow to the right knee, left arm reaches up and over. So inhale, come up, reach with the right hand. Exhale, come forward, reaching with the left. Just switching places of the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to inhale up, reach back. Exhale, we're bringing the forearm to the top of your right thigh and reach the left arm over, extended side angle. Take a breath here. We're going to inhale, reach that left arm up to the sky. And I'd like you to imagine you have a string tied around your wrist, and that string is attached to a balloon. And what that balloon is going to do is it's simply going to, on an inhale, lift you up, straighten into the front knee, and find yourself coming into triangle. Another breath here. Soften that jaw. As we inhale, we're going to come all the way up into a reverse. And exhale. Lift your back heel, cartwheel down, find a lunge, step back, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, drop the knees. And then inhale the right leg back. Exhale, drop the toes. Turn the left foot out to the side. Walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Again, baby toe edge of your right foot now, parallel, the whole foot parallel to the mat. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, right arm. Rotate the heart. Turn the gaze up towards the sky. As you exhale, draw the arm forward, palm facing down, bicep by your ear. Take a breath in. As you exhale, turn the heart and the gaze and the hand, everything back to the floor. Cinch in the waist. We're coming up to upright, so we want to go ahead and inhale. The arms come up. We interlace the fingers except for our pointer fingers. As we exhale, we're just going to take it out to the side, and we're just going to pulse here. Tiny little pulses. Notice what's happening in your side body. Feeling the muscles engaged there. Building strength and stability. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, release the hands and let the left hand float down, coming into a supported side plank, reaching the right arm up and over. Just like on the other side, stay here and enjoy this lengthening of the side body. Let every inhale find length, creating space, and every exhale just releasing into that beautiful opening. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and take that left foot, stack it behind the right, and come into full side plank here, lifting up, pressing the floor away, still reaching. You can everybody take a big breath in, and as you exhale, everybody turns back to the mat. If the knees were up, we drop the knees. Bring the left foot forward, finding a lunge here. Tucking those back toes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, draw the hands through the heart center. And we lean forward, keeping the heart shining forward, not doming in. We'll keep that lift there. And again here, you can always use this knee for support. Inhale here. Exhale, press up into the high lunge. Next breath in, we're rising the torso, arms reach up. Exhale, the right heel drops, and we open to warrior two, palms up. Settle in here, soften the shoulders, soften your jaw. Finding a lovely warrior, strong warrior two. Reaching out. And then bend your elbows, bring the fingertips to touch the tops of your shoulders. Next, inhale. We're tilting back, reaching that left arm up and back. Exhale, coming forward, tapping the left elbow to the left thigh, reach the right arm up and over. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward, reach. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, bring that left forearm, let it rest on the shelf of your left knee. Right arm reaches out towards the top of your mat. As you breathe in next, float your right arm up. And again, maybe some got a string around that wrist. And as the balloon rises to the sky, it lifts you along, straightening into your front knee, and you come into triangle. Keeping our side body strong, our shoulders are relaxed and soft. Our inhale is going to take us all the way up to the reverse. And as we exhale, we're coming forward, lift the back heel, cartwheel the hands down, and we're going to go ahead, we're going to step back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, drop the knees and take it all the way to the ground. Inhale, head, neck, and heart. Exhale, let's find child's pose. Let the head drip down. Let this be soft and easy. Notice your breath. Nice, slow, steady inhale. And a nice, full, complete exhale. Maybe you can even feel your heart beating here. Take just a few more breaths here. Gently lift the gaze. We're going to inhale, we're going to start to rise up. And we're going to come up onto the knees. Now, if you have a blanket nearby and you want to put some padding under your knees, please go ahead. We're going to take a few variations of camel this morning, just to get into a little bit of a back bend and opening the front of our body. So we want to set the knees about hip width distance. Our first back bend, we're just going to simply rise the arms up. Arms are staying about shoulder width distance. We're reaching up and then lifting the heart up. We're going to just start to take the back bend, but we're just going to keep the arms up right now, reaching the fingers up and back, drawing the arms back towards the ears. There might be some slight restriction with the breath, but as long as you're comfortable, stay with it. If it's not comfortable, just release out a little bit. Gently gazing up. Keep the breath going. Take one more breath. Exhale, come forward slowly, find tabletop. And just a gentle cat-cow here. Inhale, just a soft drop of the belly. And exhale, a gentle round. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow, gentle movement here, not full range, just to reset. Inhale, bring the arms up. This time, we're going to exhale both hands back. We're going to support our low back here. Fingertips face down on either side of your sacrum. Draw the shoulder blades together and the elbows back. We're lifting the heart, and then we're just going to start to lift the gaze and just take it to the edge of where you feel comfortable in your back bend today. Just really thinking about the opening that's happening through the front of the body here. At any point, if it becomes uncomfortable, just slowly inhale yourself out of it, coming upright. Otherwise, we'll be here for about another breath or two. Inhale to come up. Exhale to release forward, finding our table. And again, very gentle cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Wonderful. Okay, we're just going to draw our knees forward. We're going to go ahead and we're going to find a seat today. I'm going to go ahead and grab my blanket. I'm going to elevate my hips, so I encourage you to do the same if that feels really good for you in your practice. And we're going to bring the feet out so that they're in a loose Baddha Konasana, loose diamond shape. So there's some space between your heels and your inner thighs here. Let's grab the outer edges of either your shins or your ankles. We're going to inhale, sit tall, heart is lifted, and exhale, we're going to come forward here. Draw the heart and the navel towards the ground. Spine is long and straight. We're just gazing out here on a spot and floor out in front of us. We're going to stay here for about a breath. And then on your next exhale, we're going to relax and just round into this and let the head drip down, chin to chest, round into the back. Let your shoulders straight forward. Checking in and staying connected to the breath. Keeping the inhale nice and long and smooth. Notice any rough edges. Again, checking to see we can smooth those rough edges out. And then exhaling to soften in. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the gaze. We're going to use the hands to press ourselves back up to seated. We're keeping the legs just as they are. We're going to keep this nice loose shape, diamond shape. We're going to take the left hand, we're going to bring it across either to the right knee or the right thigh. Gently rotate the heart so it's in line with that right knee. Inhale the right arm up and exhale, take a side bend out towards the left thigh. So another side body stretch here. A lot of times when we take these side bends, we focus on the side that's opening, but take a moment to notice the compression that we're doing in the left side. And in many ways, the compression can be just as good for us as the lengthening. So just maybe notice those two opposites happening at the same time. Stay with the breath. Inhale, come up. And exhale, just go ahead and bring that right arm across and find the left knee or the left thigh. Inhale, the left arm comes up. And exhale, we bend out over the right knee. I'm using this right hand to kind of steady me, hold me up so I don't tip over. And as I'm breathing here, again, I'm just noticing these opposite effects that are happening at the same time, the lengthening of the left side body and the compression of the right side waist. And then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna inhale up, and we'll exhale, return to center. Just take a few shoulder rolls there. And maybe notice here, just take this moment, notice the effects that you may be noticing in our side body today and how that feels. And does it affect the breath in any way? As we've opened up the side of the ribs, maybe we can take a deeper, fuller breath, letting the ribs really expand. And exhale, letting it go. Just noticing how it feels for you today. So let's go ahead and find pigeon today. So your options, if you'd like, will come off the blanket, and you can take the either the forward facing or the one on your back, depending on how your knees feel today. So if you're taking the back version, we're going to roll onto the back, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and then of course draw the knee up and close. If you're taking the forward foot version, I like to come into table and bring my right knee out to right outside my right wrist. So the knee is actually off to the side a little bit, and then I turn my right foot into the left a little bit. Tucking my back toes, lifting my knee, I'm going to wiggle walk back, letting the hips sink. Remember, if I have a lot of space, I want to bring the earth up to me by using a block or a blanket and just filling that space between your hip and the ground. Once you feel as though you're set and you have that support underneath the hips, go ahead, take one breath in to lift the heart, and then exhale. Let's take it forward as far as is comfortable for you, either coming to the forearms or resting the forehead on the hands, maybe stacking the fists. If you're on your back, I invite you to just close your eyes. We're going to be here for several breaths. We're going to really think about the introspective quality of this pose. It really encourages us to turn our awareness inward. Find a beautiful, slow, even breath. And just start to notice all the various sensations you may feel in your body. Perhaps there's one that really grabs your attention right away. But allow your awareness and attention to notice other more subtler sensations. You perhaps notice the side body. We've done some side body work today. Is there some lingering sensation there from what we've done up to this point? Maybe notice where your breath moves your body. What parts of your body are on the ground at this moment? Notice how the ground is fully supportive here, so you can relax into the pose, whether you're on your back or forward facing. Enjoy the stillness. Couple more breaths. If you're on your back, we'll take a breath in and unwind and just bring both feet to the floor and rock your knees side to side. Forward facing pigeon. We're going to press the hands into the floor to lift ourselves up, inhaling. And very slowly, we're going to start to lift the hips up and back. We're going to draw that right leg back, cross it over to the left, drop the toes on the floor, press into the heel and peek back over your left shoulder. Just take a couple breaths here. Bringing the knee back in underneath the hips. We're going to move on to the other side. So if you are on your back, crossing your left foot over your right knee and coming into your reclining pigeon. If you're taking forward facing pigeon, we're going to draw the left knee up just outside behind the left wrist, turning the left foot in towards the right. Tucking my right toes, lifting my knee and wiggle walking back, settling the hips down. Again, if I have space, take a blanket, fill the space. Take a block if you need it, whatever feels comfortable for you. Settle in. Remember to lift first before we settle in, because we just want to lift that heart, take a breath in. Find a little length in the spine there, and then as we exhale, we go ahead and we fold on forward, finding that perfect place where we can relax into this pose. Resting your head down. Remember, be creative here. You can even use a block if you have it, if you want to rest the head. Establish once again that connection to your internal experience. Notice the vivid sensations, the ones that stand out. Bring some mindfulness into the areas that are a little quieter and more subtle. How does the breath move your body here? Just basking in the interplay of all the different sensations of the body and the breath in the container of the stillness. We'll take a couple more breaths here. If you're in reclining pigeon, inhale the breath, and then exhale, unwind back to Where your feet are resting on the floor, swaying the knees. Those forward-facing pigeons we're lifting up on the inhale. Supporting ourselves on the hands, drawing our left foot back, extending it back behind us, over to the right, press into the heel and peek back over your right shoulder. We'll go ahead and we'll bring the knee back underneath us, and we will make our way onto our back. So however you need to get there, take your time and make it easy and slow. If you're already on your back, we're going to meet you there. And we'll meet with the knees bent. The back on the floor. Everyone go ahead and draw your knees in, and let's just rock side to side. Take a little roll around, circle the knees in both directions. And then we'll find that still point at center. Let's take the hands out to a T and take a nice yummy twist here. Let's inhale the breath, and we'll exhale the knees out to the right, letting yourself arrive, finding an effortless twist here. Remember, your arms can move up if you'd like a little more sensation. Or if you're happy right where you are, stay there. We began the practice today with some energizing movement and breath. And then we brought that energy to settle and find some more stillness by the end of the practice today. Let's inhale our knees to center, and then let them just drape out over to the left on your exhale. Find your twist. Soften back. As you take your next breath in, bring yourself back all the way to center. And take a minute here or so if you need to just find any intuitive movement you need. Maybe some more knee sways, a happy baby if that would feel good. I always like to ponder the question, what would I need to complete my practice today? Maybe I'm feeling totally ready to get into Shavasana. But if you need some more movement, go ahead and we take that. Knowing we're working toward that moment where we can find ourselves relaxed. Gathering any props you need to make your Shavasana as comfy, cozy as possible. Blankets, bolsters, whatever you have handy. And just get the legs out nice and long. Maybe there's some support underneath there. We'll bring our arms to rest, remembering a little bit of space between the underarm and the body here. Let the palms gently turn towards the sky. Much like a gesture of receiving all the benefits of your practice, Allow your eyes to soften and close if that's comfortable. Take a big breath in here. Open the mouth, exhale, letting everything release out and soften back into the earth. Feel the heaviness of the entire back of your body, the back of the skull, the shoulders, the arms, the back of the shoulder blades, maybe the back of the rib cage, back of the pelvis, thighs, maybe the shins, back of the calves, the heels. Maybe you can just visualize or grab a sense that the earth is rising underneath you to meet you right where you are and to hold and support you here. Knowing that support isn't going anywhere, take one more breath. And as you exhale, release completely into that support. And just be. And rest in your Shavasana. Gently draw the awareness back onto your breath. Take a lovely, beautiful, deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Continue to deepen your breath, letting the life energy flow back into the body. filling every nook and cranny, inviting you to find the movement you need to draw yourself from Shavasana today. Allow your movements to become a little bit larger. Eventually allowing the knees to draw in one at a time up onto your chest. Giving yourself this little hug and then rolling over onto your right side. Take a moment there to just rest. Notice. Notice how this practice has landed in your body today. Maybe find some quality that you can take with you as you leave your mat today. When you're ready, please gently ease yourself into a nice, comfortable seat. And then draw your hands in front of your heart. As we always do, let's seal our practice together with one final breath. Let's inhale. And then exhale, letting everything go. Fingertips to our forehead so that we may have peaceful thoughts. To our mouth for kind words. And back to our heart for loving action. From my heart to yours, thank you all so much for joining me and sharing your practice, sharing your presence with me. The love and light in me sees and honors that beautiful love and light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for your practice today, everyone.